So it appears what I have been talking about for, I don't know, since the beginning of this week. What's today? Today's Monday. So Saturday, Sunday, I guess, models kept on showing us getting into the 60s next week. And I was like, I don't think it's going to happen. And people called me batshit crazy, this and that. But the thing is, I really don't need models to make forecasts. Larry Cosgrove teaches me a lot of different things. But even before I met him, I already knew most about what I know now with weather more than most people do. And like I said, I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm just stating actual facts out there. You know, if you have something about yourself, you know, say something. You know, flaunt it off. So if you want to call it bragging, go ahead, but in a positive, humorous manner. Anyways, going back to this over here, models are now starting to cave towards my idea. This warm-up that's really not going to happen, and there are reasons for that, actually. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to go over to another side of the world right now. So let's get to it, shall we? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go real quick on the AccuWeather satellite, which is a really good HD satellite. It's an enhanced satellite as well. We're actually going to be going in the MJO regions. So we're going to let this slide over here. If you look over here, this is all MJO regions in Indonesia, okay? You can see that there is convection all up, actually just north and east of Papua New Guinea. This convection will be sliding towards Indonesia. What is going to happen is this convection over here is going to blossom over here. This trough that's trying to form on the west coast, it's not going to really happen, guys, because look what's coming over here. This is going to become an Aleutian vortex, and it's going to feed off of itself, collapse the trough on the west coast, and cause a ridge to form and amplify a trough on the east coast. There's a system out over here that also bears watching as well. So this is the general breakdown, and this is basically the MJO without me actually looking at it. So if we go to our actual Madden-Julian oscillation right now, you can basically understand and see what I'm talking about. So let's go over real quick to our teleconnections. Actually, no, let's just go over to the MJO right now. Get it over with, done and over with. I'm sorry. Operational real-time NCPE. Whoa, what's going on over here? Do you see this? I see it. I see it very well, actually. If you want a ridge to form on the East Coast, this ain't gonna happen with this over here. We're gonna start here, and we're gonna go around like this. We're gonna be in the circle of death for a little while, guys. We're gonna be in the circle of death for, I would say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, a 15-day period, at least 15, 20-day period. Which it can accelerate. It can accelerate. It can decrease. But right now, it's 15, 20-day period. However, look how it just tries to, in the longer range, want to make a beeline. And a lot of these ensemble forecasts really just beeline it into 1 and 2. And this is worse than beelining to 8 or 7. If you beeline it into 1, oh my. Backloaded winters is not even enough to explain it. So you have this right here, and now look what's going on with the teleconnections in the longer run. There's why I don't look past a certain point, because look, this AO now, if you guys recalled, all of this was up higher. Now it's dropping more, and now way out over here, it goes back negative again. It's just an unstable thing. So the AO is going to rise a little bit, okay? I'm not looking past that point because you see that little speck over there? That's not a good sign. That means that the teleconnections aren't handling what's actually going on in the MJO regions, okay? So these are not 100% accurate. We're going to go over to our NAO, okay? Tick upright, drop down a little bit, get some Atlantic ridging going, but not in Greenland. And look all the way out in this ensemble members, it tries to go to neutral and then eventually negative, maybe. So again, let's go over to our P&A. Now, it's pretty much already in neutral, about to go negative, but now look over here. You have this new kink that just formed. This new kink. And then it's just going back down, now it goes back up. But here's the thing. This P&A right now is neutral, right? However, we're getting record-breaking cold possibly once again tonight. Just keep that in mind, okay? Remember, weather alters teleconnections, not the other way around. So we're going to keep an eye on this. So that's basically explained what's going on over here. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go over the tropical tidbits. Going back over to our Wednesday system. As people, I was telling you guys before, anyone that uses the GFS model and says 60-degree weather is coming at the end of this week are idiots. I am saying that in plain English and I am not going to sugarcoat it. Well, models are starting to come around to a more different idea. This is at 18Z, so we're just going to kind of go through over here now. So Tuesday, right? Wednesday. If you guys remember, this precipitation was shunted over here. Okay? Now look at this. Now it's starting to hit not only southeastern New England, but eastern Long Island. What's going on over here is a secondary low pressure system. The primary seems to be going out to sea. Now what could this mean? Seeing this scenario, I think that we cannot make an accurate conclusion yet, because a couple things can happen. This can become the primary, this can become a primary, go out to sea, or these two become a double barrel low, which is not common, and barrels somewhere up on the New England coast or wherever it goes. Well, look, the point is the trend. The trend is your friend right now by looking at this. If we go over to our Vortmax, going back over, of course it wants to load, going back over to Tuesday, okay, storm is somewhere around over here, now somewhere around over there, and watch these winds, okay, and some over in this area, and now some over here. But look, northeast southwest winds are starting to take hold, and this is earlier too. This is earlier. You can see that the winds are trying to go northeast southwest up in this area. Okay, we got to keep an eye on this, and of course, you know, just to go off the GFS is just stupid. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go over to our Canadian model and look at that. First, we're going to start with our precipitation and see what kind of idea it has. I'm not looking at Thursday. I'm not going that far, guys. I don't do that. You know how I do my things. So here we go. Tuesday, Wednesday. Same idea. Pops a secondary low, hits southeastern New England, and hits Maine and Nova Scotia. And also, the Canadian came in further northwest. And you know, it doesn't take too much of a shift for New Jersey to get in on the snow. It really does not take much of a shift at all. If we go over to our NAM real quick, and this is older, but just to give you the general idea of what's going on over here, watch. But just make sure, okay. Sometimes it glitches. Actually, it's running right now. But if you look, just keep an eye on what it's doing. Look at that precipitation touching Cape May, Wildwood, Atlantic City. Now you have all of Long Island getting involved with this, okay? Now this latest run should come in more north and west. Look at it, 995 millibar low. Also, focusing on these isobars, the direction that they bend in can be a little bit of a telling sign. I mean, look, it almost looks like it's spitting, if you want to call it Norland trough, which it's not. It's like a tongue of moisture. So we really have to keep an eye on this, because you just shift this about 25, 50 miles north and west, and that's the entire time, and you have a snowstorm in New Jersey, pretty much. Snowstorm in New Jersey, and keep in mind, these are high ratio snows with the 540 line all the way down North Carolina, the borderline of Virginia. So, we really, 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 really have to keep an eye on what's going on over here. If we go over real quick, over to our Wart Max, you got to see what matches it. So you got some over there. Look at that. Over here, winds are just starting to go northeast southwest, so it misses, but this is the old run as well. Keep that in mind. Sometimes I like to look at the RGM at this range, but you know, it really depends. But look, watch this, right? Watch what's going on over here. Look, it is in a general idea now to bring it northwest. Secondary forms. This is important. There's something that's going to be very surprising on these models as we go further. What is going to happen with this and what's going to happen with this, which we don't have the answer to yet, and we're still waiting for that. So, what we're going to do is we're going to sit back. We're going to see how the models run tonight. We get all of our data in tonight, see what the models are thinking, and we're going to go from there. But, you know, this whole talk about, oh, 60-degree weather is coming, guys. Break out your shorts. This and that bullshit. That's not, I mean, you can't go against physics, guys. You just can't go against physics. Let's just monitor this for a second. All right. Look, and just keep on looking. Keep on looking. Keep on looking. Oh, I'm sorry. What's going on over here? Whatever happened to the 60-degree weather? Ooh, look at that. And I see, this is obviously not accurate. I don't take the GFS serious, honestly, past, I would say 2 or 3 days, and that's pushing it. But, even in its crappy long range, it's just reinforcing cold air. We're March 8th now, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, obviously, look on the West Coast. PNA, negative PNA. Are you 100% sure about that? I'm pretty sure the cold air is concentrated over here. So, we're going to wait and see how interesting things get. This is going to be the end of my video, and I'm going to upload it, and I hope you guys watch it.